What's up, everybody? This is Corn Beaner. Haven't done a vlog in a while, I think. Not sure. Anyway, let me start off by saying I don't feel well. I don't know if any of you guys really care, but I feel like I got like this knot in my stomach and it's not going away, and I kind of don't know what it is. It's kind of weird. And moving on. So what this, I guess, vlog slash, I guess, not turning into video game reviews gonna be about is basically this. As many of you, or a little bit of you, probably know, I got one of these recently. It's a Nintendo 3DS. It's an alright system. Personally, I think the regular Nintendo DS was a little bit more innovative as far as what it brought to the table. Or I feel what they did with the 3DS was kind of improve on the 3DS, which is always a good thing as far as hardware, power, and compatibilities and stuff, or capabilities. And added a bunch of gimmicks, like the tilt, and the swivel, and the little knob, and the system was fine as it was, no need to add the gimmicks. Alright, just because the Wii was a success, doesn't mean you gotta add the same gimmicks to a handheld. This in a plane or in a bus stop doesn't look fucking cool. The stylus is one thing. Everybody does it. The douchebags at the Starbucks do it on, their things playing Sudoku on their little, whatever it is, little business guys have, Palms, or, even some of the stylus enabled Blackberries. That's fine. I get the stylus. I don't have a problem with the stylus, but this shit is not cool. The one cool thing about portables is you can kind of sit there on your bed or whatever. But if I got to sit up, kind of defeats the point of having the damn portable. Not really ranting about the DS, just saying, don't mess with the good thing. Secondly, this is going to be slashed into a video review. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of blurry. Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. We don't have that many games for the DS, as we just got it, and we kind of wanted some. I wanted something for the wife, and I don't have a problem paying for her games as long as she plays them. Names will go unmentioned. And really the only game I would buy her launch day is anything that says Professor Layton on it, because she's a big Professor Layton freak. She loves Professor Layton games, and I like that she plays them. But anything else that I bought stays in the case for days and months and barely gets any play. Pisses me off. But anyways, we grew up, we're big fans of the 2008, I guess, Beijing games, the Olympic ones that they had for the DS, and we're also a big fan of the 2010 Winter Olympic games that they had for the DS. And I like them because, the controls for the most part were simplistic. You have, the controls, and some of the things required you to have a touch screen and do things with the touch screen. And, those type of games are what I like to call A-B games. And what I mean by A-B games is, we're going to hark back to ancient times. And anybody who's under the age of maybe 20, I'm going to feel like a fucking dinosaur right now. Back in the days, a little bit after Atari, which you might have heard of, there was a system called the NES, the NES, the first Nintendo console ever that made it to America. Basically, all the controller consisted of was a D-pad and A-B. 2 buttons, minus, start and select. There were games like track and field and a couple other games that were, Olympic style games, and all you do is just smash A-B as fast as you could to get that speed. And I feel like, for the most part, 2008 Olympic Games and 2010 Winter Olympic Games were A-B games, minus some of the touchscreen stuff. Now, for the London 2012 London Olympic Games, it stopped being A-B. It started being more like little shit gimmick games that you can get in the Android store or the Apple store for $1 a pop, and you're just kind of playing them to play them. I mean, the thing only gives you one round per event that you try to succeed. So say you're doing the 100-meter dash, which they fucking dumbfod. You know, like it's no longer AB. It's you hold A, let go of it, and then just mash on it like for like 5 seconds at the end. It kind of defeats the purpose. They're all the games that are in this 2012 Olympic thing are simplified I mean, they're super simplified. Literally, like, made for the iPad and Android store. And I get it, Nintendo. You see all the money that, you know, Apple is making. You see some of the money that's being made in the Droid market. And you want to cash in on it. Look, dude. My childhood consists of achievements I only accomplished in video games. Yes, I am a loser. Okay, look, I was never student of the month. Even though I was a smart kid, quote unquote, all the teachers told me, tested very well, just very lazy. There's no video games in school. What the fuck you want me to do? Anyways, all the games on here are super simplified. Literally, you know, if you're gonna give me an event and call it the 1,000-meter walk, I'm not expecting to do all 1,000 meters. But don't give me like the last 200 meters of this event and then make it so stupid. Let me mash on A and B and see how fast I can fucking mash on it. That's all I want to do. All I want is A-B games. And why is it if I get disqualified once, the event is over and then I go on? That's not the Olympics. You get at least 3 tries in the Olympics. You know, at minimum you get 2. So why am I only getting 1? For anybody who's wondering or may have little kids like I do, you know, yeah, it's hard to think that I have a little one, and I do, you know, the love of my life, and he's gonna be 7 pretty soon. If you have little kids and they go, oh, you know, I want to play the Olympic Games, better off saving the money, going back in time. Yeah, I know they're outdated and the year will say so, but the 2008 Summer Games and the 2010 Winter Games for the Nintendo DS are far better games than the piece of crap Nintendo licensed and whoever the hell developed. You know what? Hold on. Okay, it's published by Sega. It doesn't say who developed it, but it's published by Sega. Sega, shame on your ass too. And it's super simplified, and honestly, it's not even a good game. It was hardly worth the money I paid for it, and if I could, and you know, you could actually do that with video games, I'd return it and just get rid of it because the game sucks. So I'm gonna give that shit 2 out of 5 stars. It's literally a bunch of $1 mini games compiled together into one cartridge and sold to the consumers at, I guess, a reasonable price. Because I mean, I think there's more than 40 events in there, but too many gimmicks. Like I said, this shit does not look cool. I don't even like doing it at the house. I feel like a dork doing this crap in the house. How the hell am I supposed to do that if I take this out with me somewhere? And that was, I guess that was the end of the rant. The other thing I'm going to rant about before I cast off is Sony Vegas 11. Now before, you know, some of the really big, you know, I guess video editors out there go, what's wrong with Sony Vegas? I'm using Sony Vegas Platinum HD 11, which is, I guess, like the red-headed stepchild of Sony Vegas Pro, and you know, like the $600 software. I got it bundled with the Avier HD media card that captures video. Beautiful card. But back to Sony Vegas. When I first loaded it up, worked great, worked wonderful. Came an update, started working less wonderful. Came another update, worked even less wonderful. Came to another update, shit stopped working. I would drop video files and be like, cannot open said media file. Go online, and Sony, you're really no help when it comes to this. On your website, there's really nothing for the average consumer to kind of get into. There's no, hey, this is what you can do. No. So after investigating and going around with my fellow geeks, basically what it came down to was my codecs were fucked up and blah, 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 blah. So what I ended up doing was erasing all of it and going with a codec from a company called Shark007. Shark007.net, link down below. And you know, I deleted all the codecs I had, installed their codecs, and now Vegas is working somewhat. Now I can just load files and it works wonderfully as far as loading the videos and stuff. But when it comes to editing, why is it that my soundtrack stops working if I add a new portion of video? Tell me, Sony, does that sound like a very efficient way to edit my videos? I have a soundtrack. I'm trying to edit the video to match up with my sound. So if I add a new portion of video and I have 3 minutes of sound left, guess what the fuck I have to do to make it fucking work? That's right. I gotta save my work, close Vegas, relaunch it, and do it again. Now the beauty of this thing is, if at another portion of video, I still have maybe another 2.5 minutes of video, maybe even more, maybe less. But when I add that video, my audio track stops working. Guess what I gotta fucking do? That's right, save, exit, and repeat. Now I understand that I'm not paying 600 bucks for this, and it came bundled with some other video card. But regular price is 100 bucks. Now if I spend 100 bucks on fucking software, I expect that shit to fucking work. And if it's not working, it's not fucking worth it. And you know what that makes you want to do? It's pirate the shit out of your software. Because if it ain't worth buying, it's probably worth stealing. Not that I would do it, because I do have a legit copy and I haven't, you know, like pirated Sony Vegas 10, which I heard was a far superior product anyways. Just letting you know, Sony Vegas 11 Platinum sucks balls and you guys should fix it. But to end this on a positive note, yesterday was President's Day or Washington's birthday, some dead dude's birthday, or a bunch of dead dude's birthday depending on what day it is. My internet went out, and I have Verizon Fios. Beautiful, beautiful service. You know, I am paying kind of a premium compared to, like, I guess the rest of the world outside the United States for, you know, what I'm getting. But as far as service quality, it's fucking fantastic. And I've been a customer for about a year, or a little bit over a year. Never had a problem. Yesterday, my first problem arises. Stopped working. It was off for about 2 hours until Vegas started pissing me off, so I decided to call customer service, and I actually called mad. I don't know if, you know, the CS guy actually picked up on that. I was super pissed. Yeah, so what I ended up doing was calling, and he, super helpful guy. I wish I could remember his name. I'm sorry, but I called yesterday and I don't know. And super helpful guy helped me. Started working with him, you know, like literally like 10 minutes. Again, if you are fortunate enough to have Verizon Fios in your area and you're wondering, I wonder if I should pay, you know, what you might think is a premium for the service, do it. I live in Southern California. It took us about maybe 2 years after the fact that they introduced Fios in parts of the nation for us to actually get it. As soon as they introduced it here, I wanted to get it, got it. I've been a happy customer ever since. We had Charter Communications before this, and Charter is complete garbage. They charge you a super buttload premium for whack quality and service in general. And I can't speak for all their customers, but when it came to me, we're trying to pay for like their high-end, I guess, tier internet back in the days. And that cost us a pretty penny, and they would actually throttle my speeds. So yeah, Charter, but Verizon, Fios, if you guys are able to get it, get it. I'm gonna leave it off with that. Very happy with Verizon. Thank you guys for everything. E3 is literally right around the corner, 4 months away. And this is all to my video game brothers and sisters out there. Let me know what you guys want covered. If you guys are really interested in video games, you know, a bunch of high profile games are coming out and I want to do reviews on them, but at the same time I kind of have no direction as to what to do or what you guys might want to do, even if it's a $10 download game from PSN, or, you know, like now that the beta's coming out, which I'm getting tomorrow. Yay! Let me know what you guys might want covered. I'll do a video review for it. and like that maybe I can save you guys a couple bucks by not buying a whack ass game, and it falls on me. But you know, I kind of like that. So this has been Corn Beaner. See you guys next time, and